The Chargers have hired Jim Harbaugh to be their next head
The
football
worst
coach.
kept secret in the world.
So the Chargers finally got it right. You know?
Yeah, you would think.
Although I thought the Staley hire, I really liked Staley at first.
Didn't turn out so well. But,
No.
I mean, that's the thing with any of these
He ended
hires,
up
right?
being a boob.
We all think that this is a good hire. Like, Jim Harbaugh has won at every level, right? Won at college, won in the NFL, went back to college, won. So, and you got a good roster there. You got a franchise quarterback there. You got a solid left tackle, good edge rusher, an elite corner. Like, you would think that this is a slam dunk, that in a year or two, Chargers should be able to compete. Knows California, played for the Chargers, by the way, played his last like 2 years there.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, look, if Jim Harbaugh absolutely flames out here in 2 or 3 years, it happens. But it feels like this is about as safe a hire for a franchise that is a bit of a mess, that is in desperate need of a rebrand, that is in desperate need of a fan base and a home field advantage and a culture shift. Jim Harbaugh is one of the great culture builders in football at both levels. So this is as safe as it gets.
I hear what you're saying, but that's a home run.
Yes.
I mean, come on, man. The only way that guy flames out, and I'm not saying he's going to win every Super Bowl, obviously, but he is going to have them on the right track.
You would think.
Fast.
Yes.
The only way he flames out, as you call it, is if they don't give him what he needs.
Yeah.
And if they don't give him what he needs, this is what I like about Jim Harbaugh. He's going to ruffle feathers.
Yeah.
He does not care. And I'm sure this is part of why he's taking that job, that they told him, hey, look, you're in control here. Yeah. You get a say over who the GM is. We want that to be a guy you're comfortable with. You need that Pete Carroll, John Schneider synergy. He knows that. He's been in the NFL. He knows what it takes. And so I just feel like he is as safe and as good of a hire as you could possibly have. Justin Herbert just got really, 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 really lucky.
Isn't it funny that 2-3 years ago, Harbaugh couldn't get a job in the NFL. The Minnesota Vikings turned him down, by the way. Michigan told them to take a pay cut or they were going to fire him. And here we are, a couple years later, Michigan trying to make him the highest paid college coach of all time, won a national championship, and he has his basic pick of what job he wants and landed, arguably the best job that's open. I really don't think there's an argument to be made anywhere else. This is the best job that's open. So it's just funny how quickly things can change.
Well, and the other thing too is the headline today was as Harbaugh was getting close with the Chargers, it came out that Michigan was willing to grant him immunity.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because, this is another thing I like about Harbaugh, is annoying and as obnoxious as he can be. He is an absolute disruptor, and he came in and he's the first coach to go all in on flipping off the NCAA.
Yes.
Like, he did not care one bit about the NCAA sniffing around his program, to the point where if he stayed at Michigan, he was going to be able to leverage that into pure immunity. I mean, imagine that. I'm a football coach. Oregon hires me or whomever, and I come in and I say, the one thing I want besides, $12 million a year is I am going to cheat my ass off, and there is nothing the NCAA or you can do about it.
Yeah.
Okay, here, sign right here, Rob. I mean, that's what he had. That is amazing to me that he was able to leverage that. I think it's a total indictment on the way college sports work, and he is kind of calling that out, which I think is great. But also, dude, that guy, he's smart as hell, Harbaugh. Yep. He leverages every inch. And because he was on the chopping block, he knows other side.
He had to take a pay cut.
Yeah,
and if you don't think that dude was keeping receipts,
that's right.
It was
That's exactly right.
Hey, remember when you made me take that pay cut and put my tail between my legs and change my staff? Shoes on the other foot now, isn't it, Michigan?
I absolutely love that about